We're just going to go in to the right-hand side. You're going to, hopefully, they might even have two entrances open. Has anybody got Roma Pass? You guys. You see Aeneas escaping through a secret passage, fleeing the burning city of Troy. After he fled the city, he wandered around the Mediterranean, and he finally settled in Latium, which is today modern-day Lazio. He settled in a city called Alba Longa. Two of his descendants, Numitor and Amulius, received the throne to this city, two brothers that ruled side by side. Amulius didn't like this arrangement and he dethroned his brother. Numitor had a daughter, Rhea Silvia, and Amulius forced her to become a Vestal Virgin, which meant she had to take a vow of celibacy. He did this because he was afraid that if ever she had children in the future, they would one day overthrow him. It was a beautiful, hot, sunny day. Rhea Silvia was going about doing her Vestal Virgin duties, one of which included fetching water from the river Tiber. It was heavy work, demanding work, and she fell asleep alongside the river. The god of war, Mars, was looking down on her. He was besotted with this woman, and he came down and he took advantage of her. She later gave birth to twin boys, Romulus and Remus. She broke her vow of celibacy, and for that she was sentenced to death. It wasn't a quick death. She was buried alive. The twin boys were also sentenced to death. However, the servant entrusted to carry out this task couldn't do it. He put the boys in a basket and sent them off on the flood tides of the Tiber. This is where, over there, they got caught in the roots of a fig tree. Along came a she-wolf. Does anybody know the Latin word for she-wolf? Lupa. But lupa can mean three different things in Latin, as we said. It can mean she-wolf. It can also mean priestess on a Palatine hill. We are 40 meters above the Circus Maximus, which is behind the end wall down there and the forum over there. What we have down below is the private stadium of Domitian. It is 167 meters long, 47 meters wide, and is considered to be too small to have been used for chariot racing. Unlike the Circus Maximus, which would have housed 4 to 5 chariots side by side. This would have been used for horse racing, foot racing, gladiators fighting gladiators, gladiators fighting animals, wrestling, even dwarves fighting, anything for the emperor's entertainment. It had a colonnaded portico that went right around the stadium that came up to the line, you see, running along the outside wall. On top of that were lodgers, where intimate friends, guests of the emperor, could also have sat to watch what was going on below. The Exedra, the apse on the left-hand side of the stadium, is where Domitian and his family have sat to watch what was going on below. All of the brickwork that you see here is the original brickwork. However, during the times of the emperors, all of this brickwork was marble. The marble has been taken. However, the Vatican do not like to use the word taken. They prefer the word recycled. The only remaining marble that you can see is down there in the right-hand corner on the 2.5 columns down below. When this stadium wasn't being used as a stadium, it was used as a very lush and lavish garden. It was rich in statues, and the statues that were found here have been taken to the museum over there, which much you can. The burial site and a marsh. The Etruscan king put in what is called the Cloaca Massima, which is the drainage system down there, and it still keeps the land drained. You look over to the right, you can see the Arch of Titus down there, which was built by Domitian to commemorate his brother's victory over the sacking of Jerusalem in 70 AD. The three big arches right in front of us, that was the Basilica of Maxentius. He was a pagan emperor. He was defeated on the Milvian Bridge in 312 AD by Constantine, the first Christian emperor. Maxentius started to build it. Constantine finished it. There is only a third of it remaining. And it wasn't left with the flat screen TV in it either, yeah? As we come over to the left again, you'll see a little temple right below which has its doors open. You can even see the people just walking in and out. You may also notice that it has those two porphyra columns either side of the doorway. That is the temple of Romulus, not Romulus and Remus, but Romulus, the son of Maxentius. It has the original bronze doors, the original locks, and the original keys. And it all still works. We're talking 1700 years ago. As you go over to the left again, you'll see another temple which has all the scaffolding around the front of it. That was the temple of Antoninus and Faustina. It was the first temple dedicated to a woman. It survived because it later became the Church of St. Lawrence. It is said that St. Lawrence was roasted alive over there for 8 hours on his back. He then turned to his tormentors and said, "Okay guys, I'm done on that side, turn me over and let's see." When they turned him over, he died from asphyxiation. He later became the patron saint for chefs and cooks. Also, you will see St. Lawrence in the Sistine Chapel in the Last Judgment, yeah? You guys have been there.
I was good at standing